Dave, we're good. Light it up when you're ready, brother.
Hey, we're having fun. Hey, we are live. Hey, we're having fun. We are live. Hey, we're having fun. We are live.
Yes, we're live.
Fun. We are live.
Yes, we're live.
We are live.
Yes, we're live.
Alive.
Yes, we're live. Dave, are you pointing at me, man?
Mike Meyers, live from RSA.
Dave, are you pointing at me? It's Mike Meyers. We are here at, this is the RSA conference, and I know you guys have been wondering. So, Dave, are you pointing at me? It's Mike Meyers. We are here going on. So I wanted to let you guys know, a lot of this has to do with this gentleman right here next to me. This is Philip Niedermeyer. You guys ready for a name you need to know? National Cyber Group. Total Seminars is now a wholly owned subsidiary of National Cyber Group. Now, before I say anything else, that doesn't mean all the videos are still going to be there. Everything's going great, but we're adding on to that. First of all, I'd like to drop a quick thank you to the folks at Threat Locker for letting us invade their space here a little bit. We appreciate them. But anyway, I just want to, first of all, introduce National Cyber Group. Phil, give them the 2-minute rundown of, what have I got myself into here with National Cyber Group?
We're going to plan to serve the nation by providing them an effective and efficient opportunity to learn cybersecurity, entry level initially, and then we'll expand beyond that. We'll take the platform of Total Seminars and all the tremendous learning tools and experience that have been developed over the last 20 years. And we're going to work together with 2 specific groups. The new leadership of the National Cyber Group came out of the influence of Solid, the largest vocational school of medical and dental training in the nation, 150 locations, 22 states, and also CyberNow Labs, one of the leading training platforms for cybersecurity in the nation, as ranked by Gartner. We put those 3 entities together in the great character, nature, and determination and patriotism of all of us. We're going to help close what is a national security threat, the cyber employment gap to our country. And we look forward to working with all of you, and so you can learn about us and our mission, and how we're so fortunate to have Mike Meyers as part of our team and our spokesperson to the nation. Thank you all.
So guys, really, Philip was the one who turned me on to the issue that we really have a huge shortage of IT security professionals. And we're basically we'll continue to do all the good stuff that Total Seminars does, but more than that, we're going to be the launch platform to get all these guys great jobs. And relatively quickly too. To get people up and working and in IT, primarily with MSSPs. And so that's what it's all about. Dave, I'm hoping you're still there, man. Come back on for a little bit.
We're not standing alone in this. Omar and Hassan and the team at CyberNow Labs and the team at LP First Capital have done a tremendous job. And David Moon, our CEO, great leaders all, single mission to serve the nation, to provide enough people who are trained in cybersecurity to help close the cybersecurity gap. We're here, and we're going to get there soon.
So basically, guys, all we can do, because we're at the RSA conference and we're buried, I'm going to let Dave take control again here. But the bottom line is that you're going to be meeting a lot of new people, a lot of new faces. We're going to put them on the live stream. So you've got to come back, man.
I'm here for you, Mike, because you're the best.
Thanks, buddy.
I've been walking RSA with Mike, and so many people know him. I've been asking for photographs. Several booths shut down to do team photographs.
That was
thank him
very nice.
For changing their lives.
All right, Dave, can you handle it from here, man? Guys, I can't wait to give you more details. I'll be back on next Monday. Don't forget, Dave's got some giveaways today. Also, Dave, you're going to be doing the DRAMA this Friday, right? All right, we'll let you give the pitch. Dave, we're out of here. Can you just sign me off, man?
God bless you all.
Bye, guys. Kick me off, Dave. I don't know what to do here, brother.
Gotcha. Once removed, he won't be able to rejoin the meeting. That's okay. All right. Mike is gone. Wow. Okay, I know that was kind of rough. We put this together very last minute. I apologize for that and any issues, but I know you have a ton of questions. I have a ton of answers. This was kind of cool. What we did is we started working on broad strokes this morning, and Mike sent me a message. He said, let's do an interview. Write me a bunch of questions, and I will ask Mike questions and he will answer. Of course, most of the questions that I wrote, I knew the answers to, so I'm going to kind of work with that and talk with you a little bit. So let's get some things going here. First of all, if you want to communicate with Mike more directly, you'll be able to get in touch with him back on Monday. He'll be back in town and in his studio or studios, whichever he's at, and he'll be able to give you a lot more information. I'm going to give you something a little bit better than broad strokes, but I'm not going to get down into the deep nitty gritty of everything that's going on. But contact Mike. Let me give you some contact info. Hey, that's a good page to bring up. And then this one. So you can send him a mail, send him email, share screen like this. He's Mike Meyers, and so he's Michael M at totalsem.com. Drop Mike an email for more specific information, and of course on any other topic. He loves to get your emails. He is, not surprisingly, buried with what's going on, and I know you don't have a real clear picture of that yet. Just stand by. I will give you that. Let's get rid of that. And let me see who's here. We'll do some highs and buys, and then I'll start giving you some broader info. Wow, everybody's checked in. We got a lot of people who joined the fray. Thank you, everybody. All right, Tolowit got in here at 20 after, as always. He's been doing a lot of research and posting what he's finding on the Discord channel. I want you all to join the Discord channel. Let me get those two administrative things out of the way. There is a Discord channel. It's the unofficial Total Seminars Discord channel. And we have an invitation for you. Anybody who is watching this can join us, meet us on cameras, do texting. There's all kinds of things that go on that Discord channel, individual conversations, a billion different subtopics and headers and things like that. Head on over there. I've got crisis going on here, but I will go on for a few minutes after the show if anybody wants to talk more about this. So I've just posted that link on the chat feed at, looks like 8 minutes after the hour. One other administrative thing to get out of the way. We've got specials only available to those of you who come and join us on Mike's AMAs and my DR AMA, Dave Rush AMA. And this week's special is 50% off ebook and total tester bundles of the same topic. It's all posted at 09 or so, 08. I'm not going to read it all off to you because we got a lot of things to do. But I will tell you that the code this week is YMCA. I got that fixed. I bungled that on Monday. And you can get 50% off. You just go to the Total Sem website, pick an ebook and the matching total tester bundle for A+, Network Plus, Security Plus, CYSA Plus. I'm going to read them all. Pen Test Plus and AWS Systems Architecture Associate. Put them in your bundle and then in your basket. When you check out, use the code YMCA and you will get 50% off of that. All right, done with that. Let's do business here. I read a lot of this stuff earlier. For the big reveal, I'm pretty sure it's a boy. Well, sure, let's go with that. Will Shaw, cool cats and kittens. I'm pretty sure the big reveal will be non-binary. You guys are so political. Zoltan's with us. Hi, everybody. Is it going to be a face reveal? Well, you saw Mike's face and you saw Phil Niedermeyer, and I will explain in greater detail in just a moment who that is and what he has to do with everything. I'm going to pose as a links there. Okay, Discord channel, pick your sides, big reveal. Hey, Cole Doolin, nice to see you, my friend. Mike's on shortly. I just read Dudley's announcement. Okay, all right. So we got there are all kinds of announcements going on LinkedIn. If you're associated with any of the staff at Total Seminars, you will have seen short, simple announcements. There's a much bigger one. We've got some a strong announcement with lots more information at totalsem.com. Check that out. Shortcake. Yeah, I know I make these things up just before the show. Hey, DQ, good to see you, man. Mike was here, all gone now. TD Wash is here. And thank you for the feedback on my unrelated post on LinkedIn. I talked a little bit about what we're doing on drama this week. I'll get a post up from my perspective on today's big news on LinkedIn later this afternoon. Dr. Quinn, long time no Z. Hello, Mike. Scott J. I guess you may not have heard, Dr. Quinn. Scott J is no longer part of the fold, and I haven't seen Andrew since Friday. He had a birthday this weekend. I suspect he's face down in a gutter somewhere. Nice to see you all. No, it has been a long time since we've seen you. Lynn's Frenzy, sound like a loop. Yeah, there was a brief loop that I was cleaning up as we got things started. Zach Morrell's here. Everyone is well on our side of the world. We hope the same for you. Catherine, greetings. Okay, and thank you for the congratulations. CyberSec is where it's at. Yeah, so we are definitely going to take this in a CyberSec direction. Good news. Okay, nothing changes much at Total Seminar. We are going to leverage our synergies to help people get jobs in CyberSec. I will explain that. It's going to be fun. Moms D is here. Ali Al-Ramul, thank you. Connected with you on LinkedIn this week. Looking to connect with everybody else here. By all means, look me up on LinkedIn. Dave Rush, look it up on add Total Seminars to a search or Raspberry Pi, and you will find me. Just send me a link request and I will link with you. Ooh, that sounds dirty. Chris Kent's here. TD Wash is congratulating everybody. Alex, ciao, Mike. I'll pass that along. My volume is super low. I was doing some adjusting when Mike was on. I've just raised the volume. Let's see if that helps. Sorry about that. Yeah, I know Mike was very muffled over there. Did what we could with the very short notice. Who's the new president of Total Seminars? Total Seminars is now a wholly owned subsidiary of NCG, National Cyber Group. I believe that Mike is still the president. Dudley is definitely still the CEO, and Mike has a new title now. He is vice president of marketing of National Cyber Group. Choco Taco's here. Welcome back, my friend, late as usual. All right, so the Discord invitation and the specials were posted at 2:08. William Jeske made it. Thanks, William. Nice to see you again, sir. Somebody let me know if that volume has improved when we get there. Okay, it's much better, says somebody. My radio voice coming in loud and clear. Very good. Okay, well, let me talk a little bit about then the pieces that I understand and know. So the big reveal is that we've been bought. Okay, we'll use the terms merger and things like that, but it goes something like this. There is an umbrella company called National Cyber Group, and National Cyber Group looked out in the world and they said, you know what, we, based on their philosophy, which is getting together companies with synergies but maybe disparate locations or synergies of collaborative technology, let's call it that, and bringing them together under their fold and getting them to work together to yield positive results in all kinds of results. You didn't get my idea. I'm trying to be more eloquent than I am. Sorry about that. So we got Total Seminars. You guys all know what Total Seminars is. We write books, we make videos, we teach people CompTIA, Trifecta, and other stuff. There is this other company. They've got presence in Germany. They have presence over in Maryland, I believe. And they are called CyberNow. and did I write it down? Because I got to have notes for this. CyberNow Labs, and CyberNow is one word. Andrew's here moderating. Very good. Welcome, Andrew. My back channel is up and operating if you need to talk on the usual back channel. Okay, so CyberNow, what they do is really, really cool. Oh, you're on your phone. You're not going to be able to moderate well, but welcome. They teach real world SOC, Security Operations Center skills. What they do is they have this long 20-week program, something like that, where they take people with some computer background, and first of all, they walk them through Security Plus. And this can be done remotely or in one of their classrooms. And then they spend, I don't know, 18 weeks, something like that, 16 weeks, working with the real, honest to goodness, top-notch SOC stuff. You're in their classrooms or you're remotely working with SOC software that costs tens of thousands of dollars. It's one of those deals where you go knocking on the door at an SOC with your, hey, I got Sec Plus, can I work for you? And they say, sure. Do you have any experience with list brand name of software here? And the answer to that is no. If you did, you wouldn't be looking for a job because there's so few people who can have that. And if you're working for a place that does have the software that these guys do, you probably wouldn't be out there looking for another position. And so they have deals with vendors of all this top-end software. So they're teaching not only just real world usage of the product, but they're working with other companies, integrating with them and helping solve their problems, at the same time educating people how to use these tools to provide that support. And then when they get done, they're not done. This is an organization that's designed to help you get employment. So of course they have relationships with people who hire people with the background that they're providing. And more than that, now we're not going to leave you hanging at the end of your training. Okay, go forth, fill out your resume, and best of luck. Write us if you do well. Nope, they're going to spend the next couple of weeks with you, 1 or 2 weeks. I'm not sure what it is. All this is coming barreling at us fast, but they're going to help you with the job hunt. They're going to work on resumes and cover letters with you and get you moving on the various places that you should be applying and people with whom you should be applying. So wonderful. Now, back to Total Seminars. We're still doing our thing. We're still doing A+ and Network Plus and the usual stuff. But now, instead of CyberNow Labs having to kill 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks getting people through Security Plus so they can start working in their stuff, welcome Total Seminars. We're going to offload that. So we're going to take our people, get you Security Plus certified as you always have been, do what we've always done as far as directing you to employment, but now we're going to send you over there. We're going to direct you over there. We're separate companies. You'll have to do your own deal with it, pay their bills and join their classes. It's not free, but oh my gosh, it is so cost effective in 2 ways. One, their courses, for the length of their course and the information they give, is so unbelievably inexpensive compared to anything else out there. And there really is nobody out there who's doing anything like what these guys do. And second of all, for the salaries that people are getting when they walk out the door, it erases the cost of the education in almost no time flat. So that's what's going on. I'm sorry. I can hear something, but it's not coming over my mic. Don't worry about it. Sorry. College kid at home for summer making noise in kitchen. And he was being very polite and asking if it was a problem. So only if I listen very carefully. All right, back to my point here. So getting the right company names here. NCG, parent company, they pick up CyberNow Labs and Total Seminars and say, you guys can work together. You've got good customers and you've got a great Security Plus training program. You guys got the SOC training, the Security Operations Center, and the outcomes and the not just the training, but the path to employment. Let's get you guys all working together and look for tremendous expansion, look for larger numbers of classes coming from both arenas. It is exciting. And of course, we're all going to have some more expanded roles, myself and the other instructors over at Total SEM. We expect to do some stuff over at CyberNow, some vice versa. What did I just click? Okay, it's safe. I hope. All right, let me entertain me. I'm going to go look at what's posted in the chat, and then we'll do some more of my notes. But I think I probably covered all the core stuff. All right, Zoltan, will you have courses in possible future remote jobs for poor Eastern Europeans like myself? Well, we can move you into Western Europe, and there will be remote courses, of course. So we've got a site in Germany. So not a lot closer to head on over to Germany. I have family in Germany. My background is German, so I can pick on them. I'm allowed. That's the rule, right? If you have, never mind, I'm not going to go down that road. So I'm willing to learn all the stuff necessary, currently crunching through Network Plus, right? So after Network Plus, Sec Plus, and then you start looking at CyberNow Labs. And of course, you can look them up. Andrew is still here. He's on his phone. All right, I'm picking up at 2:12. Zach Morrill, don't pretend to be multitasking, says Alex. Wait, isn't National Cyber Group a shell company for CIA? Well, duh. Thanks for reminding everybody. Cyberdyne. Anybody who gets that besides me and Chris. I was channel surfing the other day, and what do we see? Going past one of the current cartoons, I think might have been Bob's Burgers. Yes, it was Bob's Burgers, who did a reference to Buckaroo Banzai. Not the reference. Yeah, okay. So Cyberdyne. Zach Morrow. Well, Dave was gonna announce next week when Mike is back, but I just got a new job as SOC analyst for an MSSP. Congratulations, Zach Morrow, on another upgrade to your career. That's wonderful news. I'm very pleased. 217 rolling on here. Everybody thanking and congratulating Zach. Brian Moorhead is here applauding. Nice to see you again, Brian. Okay, lots of people talking to Zach. Congratulations. I want to do their program. Reading messages. When can we sign up? So let me get back to that. It's going to be quick. I mean, you can sign up right now with CyberNow Labs. If you've got Sec Plus under your belt, you probably get to start a little later than the rest of the group who are going to go through Sec Plus. Zach's going to be the first. Well, Zach is sorry, Zach. Andrew's the closest one to us to Maryland, so he'll be heading up there, I'm pretty sure. Did I miss the big news? Yes, Kathleen Stevens, you missed the big news. We are now part of a larger organization where we do some education, and then the people who get education from us can move to this other organization, which is very focused on security operations center, real world hands-on experience, and also job placement assistance, and working in a world that nobody is teaching in, and you can't get a job straight out of school doing this because you got no experience, especially with the big iron and the big software that these guys teach. But go through the CyberNow Labs group and you have stuff that SOCs want, and I mean big time. All right, well, let me go back and see what other questions that I had written down for Mike, and I'll see if they're appropriate for you. So Mike has this new role in the organization. Again, I have not heard that he is no longer president of Total Seminars. He still is. However, his workload is going to shift. He is vice president of marketing of the big group. And so it'll be his job to get out there, work with the employers, work with potential students, press the flesh, kiss babies, he calls it, to be the face and the spokesman of the organizations. Okay, a lot of TLAs and acronyms and abbreviations involved. The big three companies involved: Total Seminars, NCG, Cyber National Cyber Group. I wrote my notes backward here, and CNL, CyberNow Labs. CyberNow, one word. Mike's got a new role. So if you're linked to Mike's LinkedIn, he did a post this morning, announced that he has a new position as VP marketing for NCG. And so my question to him, does that mean you will or have left Total Seminars? He is not leaving Total Seminars, but he will have a lot more responsibility in broader terms. Hands-on training, real equipment, real software, real problems, real world troubleshooting, it's amazing what they're doing over there. So as I said, the CNL curriculum includes getting people through Sec Plus as a background, and then they start their hands-on SOC software training and concepts. So we want people to come through Total Seminars. We'll help you get certified in Sec Plus. And then when you head over there, it'll be less time with them. They don't have to do the foundational stuff. They can say, all right, you got a background in Sec Plus as far as the educational goes, and they will take you on with an academic, I passed the test only. I got enough information now to work with the educational curriculum that they have available. CNL does on-site classes at their 2 sites right now. I expect more sites to exist in the future, but right now, somewhere in the Baltimore, Maryland area, and the other one over in Germany. It's not Berlin. I don't remember the city, not Bonn. I don't remember. I'll be going there. We'll work it out. All right. Okay, I got everything. That's all the questions that I was going to ask Mike. That he'll give you more detail on his show on Monday. And what we're going to do now, I'll take your questions, answer them if I can, and otherwise, we're going to do just a normal Mike show. We're about 30 minutes into the show here. Another 5-10 minutes. We'll do a contest for Total Tester Online. I'll take regular questions, and we're basically back to the normal Mike show. And I didn't do much introduction then. This is the Mike Meyers Ask Me Anything show. Mike is in San Francisco and working from a phone on the RSA conference trade show floor. So not very practical for him to be able to do a show here. And that leaves me sitting back in Houston and filling in the big shoes. I am Dave Rush. I'm the senior instructor at Total Seminars. Most of you know that who are here live, but people watch this thing in archives much later. So Mike does 2 shows a week, Monday at 2 o'clock Central Time on this channel, same thing on Wednesday. And then I do a 2-hour show on Fridays, 2 o'clock Central Time, where we talk about CompTIA certifications, other kinds of certifications, technology, and our focus is to incorporate Raspberry Pi computers into those study areas as a tool to foster your studying. So I'll be doing drama this week. I got a really cool series underway. We're doing a 3-part series right now on help desk ticketing systems. It's a new objective for A+ in Core 2. You got to know about help desk ticketing systems. Last Friday, I did the academic side of it. What do you have to know to get through the exam? This week, we're going to take a Raspberry Pi and install a ticketing system on it. We're using OS Ticket. And then next week, we're going to use it. I'm going to show you how to walk through things. And I've spoken with the people, the umbrella company that owns OS Ticket. They're called Enhance Soft. 2 words, mash them together. Enhance Soft. I spoke with their VP marketing yesterday, and we are working on getting one of their people to join us for the show next week. So it should be fun. All right, passing messages at, let's see, what do we pick up here? Okay, we'll pick it up at time mark 2:20. When can we sign up? Ask Brian Moorhead ASAP. Just keep an eye on the Total Seminars website for now. But for now, the thing to sign up for is Sec Plus in the same way that you have always done it. Kai NL. I just brought your Network Plus course. Just getting IT. Any advice? Yeah. What advice? I don't know your background. Okay. I don't know what you want to do. So here's my advice is you need to identify that for yourself. What do you want to do as a career? Don't collect certificates with the plan and hope that that's going to get you a job. Experience gets you a job. Certifications get your resume higher in the stack to get interviews. Okay, so the more background you have, the more education you have, the more experience you have, those are what are going to get you the job in the interview. So pick the job that you want, go and research the people who are hiring for those jobs. Look at LinkedIn and Career Builder and Monster and Indeed and all those folks for people who are advertising for the kinds of jobs that you want to pursue as a career, or at least as a stepping stone. Look at the credentials and experience and things like that that they want, and pursue that from an educational standpoint, from a hands-on standpoint, and work. Get a job with an organization that does what you want to do. Don't expect necessarily to get hired as a blue team expert or a red team expert. If you have to go in as an intern and get coffee, that's all right. You'll be looking over the shoulder of people who are doing what you want to do, and you can talk with them and learn from them just while you're there. So find out what you want to do and pursue that, knowing what kind of skills they want you to have to get in. Brittany's here. Hey guys. See, I did it. I remembered. Kathleen, yes, you missed. Okay, we filled you in on that. Passing 222. Check the start of the stream. Yeah, replay it. If you want to miss it, if you missed anything at the beginning, just replay this on the archive in half an hour or so, and you'll see Mike and the founder of NCG who joined us for the first 5 or 7 minutes, something like that, to give you sort of the big scoop. So yes, Chris at 225, VP marketing, excited for all these new training. Oh man, Lynn's, you can't imagine. And it's been so hard keeping our mouths shut. We've had meetings on this with the whole company for months. And of course, some of us have had some inkling of what's going on for longer than that. This has been in process for over a year, close to the vest, obviously, by the most senior people involved, but information kind of slowly trickles out to us, and I'm just getting more and more exciting every day. Andre de Goyert is here. Dude, I was on Discord yesterday asking about you. Haven't heard from you or Zach or Jason in a while. Now all three of you have checked in, so I can sleep better tonight. Thank you. Guy the Powder finally got here. Welcome, my friend. Brian Moorhead. I'm working on A+ now, so the path is Network Plus, Sec Plus, then Cyber Labs. Yeah, probably. Again, depends on what you want to do with your career, but if you're looking for a career in CyberSec, that's an excellent path. Love ticketing system, 3-part video instruction. I am just having a good time with that. I've really enjoyed learning about it enough that I can teach and that we can get it installed. Oh no, Umbrella Corp, ticketing admins are going to be xenomorphs. You're just not going to let that one go, are you, Will Shaw? Ali, I'm a guy who deep dives into details when learning a new topic and concept, which is slowing me down, going through the chapters of A+. Any advice would be much appreciated. Yeah, Ali, I appreciate your enthusiasm and your desire for depth of knowledge. So as always, what is your goal? Do you want to pass the test? Then take the material at face value and then do that deeper dive later, hopefully when it's on the job or while you're waiting and exploring for a job. Otherwise, I'm the same with you. And for that reason, when I was studying for the Linux Plus test, that's something that I should have been able to do in 2 weeks, but I had to stop and dig into everything and get greater depth of knowledge. And it took 3 months. Now for me, I got a job. It's okay. And I don't need Linux Plus for my job. It was just something that I wanted to do. So it didn't cost me anything as far as time or career or anything like that. But I don't know what your career goals are. I don't know where you stand right now, but you don't have to go into depth. Remember, other courses and other certifications are also going to get you that depth. You don't have to know how NAT routers work at the A+ level. You do at Network Plus level. You got to know a lot more about it, networking, than you're going to get into CompTIA. So don't learn in A+ everything that you need to know to pass Network Plus. That's my advice. Take it for what it's worth. Andre, now Total Sum has been taken over. Will anything change regarding live streams? Not for the foreseeable future. Savage Cabbage pokes in, sends two messages, or sends a message and fails. Gibson Onyenekwu also checked in. New name for me. Welcome, Gibson. Oh, okay. He retracted one and then got any news on CompTIA vouchers. No new news. We have a program in place, ready to go to get it happening. The ball is right now in Mike's court. There is something that he's got to do, and it may come as no surprise to you that he has been running like a maniac for the last couple of months, which is when the program was stopped, to be able to do the things that he needs to do. Okay, very good, Savage. They will be back. They will be back as quickly as humanly possible, and I will talk with him in the next week or so. It's not impossible for me to, it is impossible for me. His face has to be involved. I can do the study, the research, and the things that he needs, but Mike will have to do the actual thing that needs to be done. Okay, well, it's 36 minutes past the hour. We got another 25 minutes of show. Seems like a pretty darn good time to do a contest for 90-day access to any Total Tester online. That's our practice test that we carry in inventory. I picked a question from Total Tester Online. I picked one from Network Plus today. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to post a question on the screen for you to read. It's a multiple choice question. There are 4 answer choices for you to pick from. One of them will be correct. I'm going to read the question to you. I'm going to post up the answer choices while I'm doing that. And in order to answer the question, you must type in not A, B, C, or D. You must type in the text of the answer to my satisfaction, so that I know you know what you're talking about, and I know what you got in mind. And the first person who hasn't won too many times with the correct answer will win today. Okay, it's pretty simple. What do I got here? Man, I can't tell. That's a shame. All right. So let me get things ready to stream. We're just going to keep this nice and simple. You guys have mostly seen this before. Again, not going to I'll remind you again, do not type in A, B, C, or D. You only get to submit one possible answer. There's only one answer that's correct in this question. I had another question. I was looking at it and I thought, wait a minute, that answer is arguably correct. It's a weak answer, but I just decided rather than go through all the pain of saying, oh, that's not the right answer, it's not a good answer, I just went and picked one that's a little bit more obvious. So this is from Network Plus. And if you don't know anything about Network Plus, you can still win. Just pick one of the answers at random and type it in. You got a 25% chance of getting it right. Checking this last question before I do this. Khan, welcome, my friend. Do you ever do high resolution camera system with high frames per second using Raspberry Pi? Yes, I do. I purchased a few months back, and I haven't done this as a project yet, an ArduCam, ARDUCAM. How about 50 megapixels worth of high frame rates, super insane high resolution cams designed to be plugged into the camera interface of Raspberry Pi. I have played with it like crazy. I'm having a great time, and I'm working on incorporating that into a project for the show. Are these classes live with a teacher? So our current Security Plus courses are not. You either read a book or watch our courses on Udemy. They are pre-taped lessons, and same thing for our courses on Lynda and LinkedIn Early and things like that. The other ones that we're offering from CyberNow, those are real-time instructor-led courses. So you're going to be in front of somebody and you're going to be screen sharing, and you're going to have access to the program, and you're going to be typing in answers, and commands and things like that while other people are doing the same thing. You won't conflict with each other. It's really amazing, really powerful. Can you please type the name of the camera name or spell it out loud? Yes, ARDUCAM, ArduCam, like Arduino, ARDU, CAM, because the company that's developing is was working more prevalently in the Arduino world, and then they developed this thing for the Raspberry Pi. It's really cool. All right, let's get back to the contest then. Let me bring up a contest question. There's a good thing for that. We'll zoom this up a little bit so everybody can see everything. And now we screen share. All right, here comes the question. Read the question carefully here. I'm going to read it out loud. When I read this question the first time myself, I picked the answer and I was wrong. And I was like, oh, okay, because I didn't read the question carefully and correctly. So do the same thing. Here we go. All right, here's our question and our 4 answer choices. A private network has which of the following traits? There's one answer that's correct here. Its IP addresses are exposed to the internet. It uses only static IP addresses. Its IP addresses must be assigned by IANA, I-A-N-A. Its IP addresses are not exposed to the internet. All right, I'll read that question again. A private network has which of the following traits? Its IP addresses are exposed to the internet. It uses only static IP addresses. Its IP addresses must be assigned by IANA. Its IP addresses are not exposed to the internet. Let me take a look over at the at answers. How's that? Okay, I'm reading some old questions before I look at the answers. Somebody started pumping in stuff really quick and fast. Circulate camera name. So I'm excited for the CyberNow stuff. Hoping to be a pen tester. Very good. You're very welcome, Con. Kevin Lopez is here. Greetings, Mon Ami. Nice to see you back in the fold. Come on, scroll, baby. There we go. All right. Looking for an answer here. That is correct. Some people posting a lot of shortcut answers. I see definite right answers here. The first one that I see, I think, has 2 wins under belt. And I'm going to check that, because I know I see some people with right answers with certainly less than 2. Stand by a momentito whilst I look at that real quick. Sure. Oh, good. That came up reasonably quickly. Oh, okay. Not a winner in the past, or at least not in this database. Okay. Yeah, CTO winners. Good. All right, let's take a look and see what else happened here. And then I'm going to, oh, here, let me do my paperwork. Voucher winners. Thank you. Let's see who poked in while we're at it. Muhammad Al-Obaid topped up. Lee Hurst has joined us with an answer. Okay, a lot of you guys agree, and a lot of you guys have the correct answer. A lot of you ladies there too. Gibson, not just a letter, you got to type in the text of the answer. So if that was right, I wouldn't have accepted, but we do have a right answer. We got one early on, so I'm going to announce the winner. And what is going on there? Goodness gracious, something weirdness. My computer, this was, again, very last minute, and it is so short on resources. Very weird things are happening. Just stand by 8 seconds. Show notes. There's show notes. Okay, put that there. Put this here. Okay, let's post the right answer up on the old sheet here. This is Total Tester. When you click the assistance button, you get assistance over here. And the correct answer was D. a private network's IP address is not exposed to the internet. When I first read that, my brain said public network, and two of them would have been right. I was very confused. And I read this and went back and read the question. Private networks IP addresses are not exposed to the internet. They're on the private side, the LAN side of a NAT router. And so they're not assigned by any organization. A local administrator creates the network address of private networks, and off you're running. So the one that I have with the first correct answer, I show Will Shaw on my list. Congratulations, Will. Will, send me an email today, and let me put the info up on how to send that email and what's going to be in there. Share, Will Shaw. Oops, I almost hit stop video. Don't know what would have happened there, something bad. Send an email to me at to daveR@totalsem.com. In the body of the email, put these 4 fields: your YouTube name, your real name, even if it's the same. Don't say same. Give me first name and last name. I know it's your same name, but put them both in there. The email address that you want me to use to send your access information to. Again, got to be in the body of the email. I can't use the one in the header. And then which practice test you would like by exam number. So if it's A+, it's 220-1001 or Net Plus N10-008, whatever the case may be. You get that to me today. I will get it to the appropriate people tonight, and they will. And then we're going to do this once more on Friday during drama, and that will all get handled. Typically, they handle it first thing on Monday morning when they get in the office, unless somebody's on vacation. So they're very good and they're very quick. Congratulations, Will Shaw, and everybody else who got the right answer. Don't panic if you didn't win. We're doing this every show. So join me on drama. Close to the top of the hours when I do that. In the first hour, typically like 10 minutes, quarter till the second hour, excuse me, something like that. But you never know. So stick around the whole show until I get to that point. I never do it much past the second hour. Second hour is devoted to the project, and oh man, we're gonna have so much fun with this project. Let me give you a heads up on that one. Raspberry Pi people, if you already have a Raspberry Pi and you want to do this project with me, installing a ticketing system on a Raspberry Pi, you will not be able to do it in real time if you start with a blank Raspberry Pi when the show starts on Friday. But if you install Ubuntu and update it and upgrade it before the show starts, you'll be able to do this along with me in pretty close to real time, and we'll get the whole ticketing system installed. Use the Raspberry Pi imaging program to burn an image. You're going to select Ubuntu Server 64-bit LTS, long-term support, version 20.02. Okay, that's got everything that you need. So you install it, you let it do its automatic certain updates and upgrades, and then you log in. You have to change the password when you do your first line login. Remember what it is, what you change it to, and then do another upgrade to get everything updated. All that takes a long time. You're going to spend 1 to 2 hours doing that. That's why you can't do this real time with me on the show. And I talk you through it all on the show. So if you can't do it in advance, that's okay. I'll show you everything that you need to do on the drama show, and you can do that after the class. You can use my download my notes. They're already written up and ready to go. You can watch the show over on the archive, and cool bananas. Once you've got Ubuntu on and ready to go and it's current, then you can do the install, and it's not too horribly long. All right, I'm catching up on questions here. Kevin Lopez, busy at work, so I'll pop in and out every now and again. Very good at 2:41. How are we doing here? We got 12 minutes of show left, so just checking for final questions. Right, so on an internal network, Ramul, sorry, it doesn't have to be static addresses. You probably have in your home network a NAT router, and your phone and your computer or computers, they're probably getting private DHCP addresses, not static, right? Brittany, not exposed. A lot of people not exposed, not exposed. Oh, what did somebody there say is exposed? I'm not going to read it. I'm not going to call you out. Will Shaw, time to finish Net Plus. Installing. Okay. Short resources, Dave. Yeah, time to double down on more RAM. And I posted this on Discord channel. I made a purchase this morning. It's a machine that I have been looking for a very long time. I have an Intel NUC, next unit of computing. They are 4 inches by 4 inches square and about yay tall. I use that one for my home theater PC, my HCPC. And I want a machine that I can run virtual machines on. I don't want to run it anymore as a virtual machine on this laptop, my daily driver. It's only got 12 gigs of RAM in it. Man, that's a funny statement when you're as old as I am. But I bought a NUC today that's got 64 gigs of RAM and 4 cores with 2 threads each. So I got 8 threads to work with. Think of that as 8 cores. And that means I can run 8 full core virtual machines with, well, 7, because I'm going to use I'm not going to use a bare metal hypervisor. So I'll have a guest operating system. He'll use 1 core and 4 to 8 gigs of RAM, and then 7 more virtual machines, each with their own core, full core, and with up to 8 gigs of RAM. Some will have more, some will have less. And it's this big. So I will have a virtual machine server, and that will really help, because I typically run about 3 virtual machines off this machine when I try and run them all at the same time. I was installing a Win 10 virtual machine yesterday, and the install it took hours and choked in the end. And I said, okay, that does it. I am now going to focus on building a virtual machine server. I'll give you more details on drama. Zoltan, I'm glad I got right despite my lack of speed. That's right. It doesn't matter if you win or don't win these things. And I think, I know that you've won in the past. I ran across your name when I was doing some other stuff, but yeah, this is a test of your knowledge, right? Why is there a beaver in the background? Is that a teaching tool? I'm going to make noise here for 30 seconds, 34 seconds. I think he's quiet enough that I can keep talking. His name. I'm very disappointed to find out that his name is just Mr. Gopher. I would think that the production people, named him Willie or Fred or something like that, but nope. That's the gopher from Caddyshack, and they're really, really, really hard to find that does all the movements. A lot of them have head movements just fine, but they won't body dance, and the other way around, and some of them don't move at all. It just sits there static. But I found this guy with everything working, and I said, nope, got to have it. There he is. Bragging rights. Right, don't stall your plane. Don't let us stall them for real outside the simulator when you're working in 7.3s and Airbuses. Scotty Powder, I've heard people use the term video card, graphics card, and GPU interchangeably. That's because they are all interchangeable terms. So nope, completely fine. An integrated graphics card is a GPU as well. It's just integrated as circuitry into the CPU. Up until recently, we would call that an APU. However, the term APU came off the objectives list in the current version, the new version of A+. The 110X series no longer uses the term APU to refer to a GPU that's integrated onto a CPU. Got enough acronyms in there? Those aren't acronyms, they're abbreviations. Reading questions here. Everybody's answering the same thing. Khan, do you know when you'll start the ArduCam project? No. I will think about that over the next 2 days, and I will put a date on it, and I will announce that date on the show this Friday. Most of these security cams on market suck, too expensive. Yeah, I like Wise cameras these days. All of my security in-house and out-house is Wise. And one of the cameras that I don't have from Wise is their pan tilt zoom one. And I do need to get hold of one of those and experiment with that. Kai, I wrote before I want to change careers. I don't have a college degree nor prior IT jobs. but I want to get into security through certificates. Which certificate path would you follow? Well, the usual start, if you want to get into IT, whether it's security or anything else, is A+, followed by Network+, followed by Security+. But remember, a pile of certificates does not get you a job. You put your pile of certificates on a resume and in a stack, and you put somebody else's resume with a degree in IT and no certificates, they're going to have a step above you. And if they add a certificate or two to that, then they have a better chance of getting an interview. So get some hands-on, work on your friends' computers, work on your family's computer, study, do your own labs at home, right? Gather old equipment from cheap sources, handoffs from friends, family, thrift stores, boot sales, flea markets, whatever, and build networks. And you've got to get some hands-on experience if you want to compete with those other people who are walking in with more qualifications. Patricia Grace just got here, but thank you for your nice comments, and everybody else for the nice comments on Mike's posts and my post on LinkedIn this week. I'll do another post shortly. Nothing worse than a broken APU, different context. Yeah, thank you. Because then you need a real air start. Only jet pilots know what they're talking about there, and people who are familiar with the world. Tolowit checking in with Patricia Grace. Total Sem has been bought out by a cybersecurity company. No, we haven't. We have been bought out by an umbrella company that has merged us with a cybersecurity training company. Okay, National Cyber Group is an umbrella company that started by acquiring CyberNow, and then they cast about looking for an appropriate partner to develop. So while they're called National Cyber Group, they are a business entity, but they are in and of themselves not a cyber company, just to be clear. Reading questions here. How we doing here on time? Got about 5 minutes left. That's perfect. What's the new term for APU now? There is no term on the CompTIA exam. I will continue to use the term APU until somebody corrects me, but I am not aware of a new term. Integrated graphics. There's the term that's accurate. It just takes 14 syllables to say. Okay, no jokes. Yeah, that's right. Email sent. Dave, you got it. Thank you, Will. I'll get that submitted tonight. Well, I'll get it in the submission pile tonight. Hey, my pleasure, Kai. Wilshaw from my Delta email. Oh, cool. I get a few of those. I saw many friends who are in the biz who are Delta, many retired people. Hey, I sent you a message a while back on Discord. Didn't get a reply from it. One of these days, you're going to run into a gent over there, same position as you, a Boeing jock, Alan Chestnut. And if and when you run into him, tell him you know me, and he'll share good stories. We were flying together in Saudi. He took a break from Delta. We both did after 9/11. We wound up working over there while we waited for the airlines to return to normal business here in the States. And then we came back and started flying again. All right, am I missing anything here? Oh, bad language, Steve. Pull that. Thank you very much. You know what? And no, Andrew can't. Bye-bye. Sorry, man. It's a family-friendly show here. Same stuff would have been a much more acceptable. Steve G in Canada. So you don't have to post today that this is Steve G in Canada. I remembered. Okay, well, we are at the end of the game with about a minute to go. Thank you all for showing up. If you didn't catch the news at the beginning, Total Seminars is now a wholly owned subsidiary of Cyber Group, National Cyber Group, along with another wholly owned subsidiary, CyberNow Labs. We are going to offload some of their training, the Security Plus stuff, and they are doing hands-on Security Operations Center training with the real tools and with real problems, and instructor-led courses, either in person or remotely. You know, you attend class remotely with the people who are in class in person, And when you get done, they don't turn you loose and say, hey, congratulations, you learned this stuff. It's not about achieving certifications. It's about getting real, honest to goodness, hands-on experience with the real tools that SOCs want. Because after they get done with that, then they're going to help you with your job hunt. So a fixed amount of time, a week or two, whatever, going to help you with resumes, going to help you with cover letters, going to help you identify companies that hire, companies with whom they have relationships, and other ways and methods for you to look out. It's really, really exciting. All right, well, let's wind things up then. How do I do that? I go over to this note. This is the Mike Meyers Show. I'm sitting in for Mike because he's at the conference over in San Francisco. He will be back in town next week to talk about in greater detail what he's doing, what he will be doing, stuff like that. In the meantime, then, I am Dave Rush. I'm sitting in for him. I'm senior instructor at Total Seminars. I will see you again on Friday. And until then, thank you, Mike Meyers, Andrew Hutz, everybody else at Total Seminars who so generously provides us with resources and time to get together and meet with you like this. My most heartfelt thanks goes to you and everyone who comes here to participate. I am Dave Rush, senior instructor at Total Seminars and resident PI specialist. I'm wishing you a great rest of the week. Excuse me. Take care of each other. Take serious steps to stay healthy. Call or visit your parents. And never forget, technology is great, but the greatest resource we have are you and I. And with that, good night. I will see you on AMA Wednesday. I will, in a couple of minutes, make a pop into Discord. If anybody's got any specific questions that they want to talk about, I'll address those to the best of my meager abilities. And until then, I am out of here. This presentation was recorded before a live audience. No animals were hurt during the production of this video. I just love that ending. Sayonara, everybody.